This week, the Megacanners wear the boring old German news as a nice comfort blanket against impending Armageddon. There's 66 new proposals to fix Germany's over-expensive healthcare system, why prediction markets are a pox on democracy, and the sad tale of sad Timmy, the unnecessarily anthropomorphized whale. Plus, what is Berlin good at? It ain't the flipping Olympics, that's for sure. Ahoy!
In Berlin's heart, where news is unveiled, Megan and Conrad with German tales. The German news, it's tough to bear, but with Megacanners, they're ready to repair. Conrad, daily news at hand. Megan feels to spare time to crack those cans. With each sip she takes, the Meg is her shield, but will it last the news? 'Cause that was the deal.
Okay, the sooner we start, the sooner we drink. Hello, everyone. It's time for another episode of Megan's Megacan. I'm Megan. I'm here in Berlin with Conrad Werner. Hi, Conrad.
Hello.
How are you?
Brilliant. Yeah, having a whale of a time.
You're very chirpy today. Are you unaware of what's happening in the world?
Oh, I guess as soon as we hit record, I'm just it's like switches on a different part of me.
I don't even know. You were chirpy when I came in.
Oh, okay.
We famously, I don't think, change very much when you just go, we're recording.
Yeah, I don't.
We should I don't know.
I don't have a persona.
No.
I wouldn't say I had a radio persona.
No.
Would you say you had a radio persona?
No, I think this is just, I just constantly speak like there's a microphone in front of my face, which is a bit embarrassing, but it works for like podcasting and teaching. So,
well, that's good. That's the main thing.
Not in arguments with my partner. I either get stop using your teacher voice or stop sounding like you're podcasting.
Okay. Well, here you're welcome to do both.
Yay! All right.
What have we got to drink?
I have been. The reason we're recording on a Monday, I was coming over, I was like, why do I feel even more depressed about the state of the world before I go to the podcast? I was like, because it's Monday, not Friday. Because I've been in the UK. And so what I picked up for us are, and anyone who is a Megacan aficionado will know maybe in the UK they have these little pre-mixed cocktails from White Box. Right. And they're only 100 mils. But they're fucking delicious. Okay. And I had a Negroni while I was there and a margarita. Delicious. And we tonight are having old fashions.
And is White Box a shop or is it a...
I think it's the make. No, you can get them anywhere.
Okay, right.
I got them in a very fancy wine shop on the Leith Walk, which was very nice. Wine and beer, I think. It's very gentrified around there. It's very nice. Leith, arguably made famous by train spotting.
Right,
but
yeah.
It's very different now, I think. It's like a nice mix. It's cool. My sister lives there. Anyway, here's your little cocktail. And it's so fancy. We're doing a glass and ice. You've got some very nice accoutrements.
Well, we've broken the rules a little bit of the podcast by having glasses, but that's just...
We're still drinking out of cans, though.
We're getting older, so we need
Not
to
out
be
of
more
cans.
refined anyway.
So yeah, only 100 mils, but is 32.2%.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's like an actual cocktail. Here you go.
Okay, excellent. Cheers.
Cheers. It's such a dinky little can too.
Putting noise.
Chipper's Cherrywood Old Fashioned Cocktail. I can't really remember what's in an old fashioned, but I do know that I like them.
I can make them.
Can you? What's in them?
It's really easy. It's just bourbon and bitters and a bit of lemon or orange peel.
And that's it.
And sugar as well. Sugar syrup.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like... Oh my God, this is just whiskey.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Whew, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Christ. Oh, that's a drink.
Ooh.
Let it cool.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. Good that we have an incredibly stiff drink because...
It's a stiff news day.
I can't even... I'm just at the point where I think... You know when they say like the human brain can't conceive of like numbers past like a certain... Or like space, or you like we can't do it. Like it's just so fucking awful.
Yeah.
What Trump is doing, like
He's like, yeah, he's sort of the news equivalent of a black hole. We can't comprehend him.
yeah, and I mean obviously
Of what's happening to the world.
because I'm in the lucky like none of it's affecting me personally. I just read what he's and I'm just like laughing like hysterically, like maybe I've just lost it. How do you, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we're all just like going about our days.
I mean, it's quite bad that our mental health is dependent on the mental health of the President of the United States. That's a bad state of affairs to be in.
I think I've dissociated to such a, and at least we still have the luxury of dissociating because it's not being bombed out of the fucking sky. Oh, I can't, fucking Lebanon is, oh God. Anyway, thank God we don't have to.
No.
What are we going to talk about? Because I don't have anything of any.
Boring German stuff.
Okay, great, great.
So, we've not been around with a couple of things. Not much has happened, but a few things have happened in Germany. Things are still happening in Germany. A commission of experts has presented a 66-point plan.
Oh, Christ.
Well, I haven't finished.
Sorry.
That's not bad news yet. It's just a 66-point plan.
Right.
For how to keep the health insurance contributions down. You might have noticed that your health insurance contributions keep going up.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm just tired. But
I mean, what is your experience of the German healthcare system? It's very expensive. Have you noticed?
yeah, the contributions are high, I would say.
And you keep having to pay more as well if you get treatment. Like
There are a lot of things that are not covered, and it makes my blood boil a little bit. And I am happy to pay. I'd rather just everything was like, I don't want to pay any. Either you have a fucking free healthcare system or free at point of use, or you don't. It's like, oh.
No, it's not free at point of use, because even if you call an ambulance, you often have to pay for the ambulance, although it's not that much. But
No,
it is
I
like
go to hospital and they send me a bill for like 10 quid. I'm like,
yeah.
There's never a QR code. I have to type in the fucking IBAN. Just take it out of my purse while I'm unconscious. I don't. Oh, yeah.
While you're lying on the operating table.
To be fair, though, there are certain things which are amazing about the healthcare system. Like I'm having a procedure on Wednesday, and they were so apologetic that they couldn't squeeze me in for 6 weeks. And I'm like, I come from the UK, mate. I've 6 weeks for a non-essential exploratory procedure that I'm asking for. It's fine. And then she called me the next day. She's like, can fit you in 10 days. I'm so sorry. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is good that you can generally always get an appointment, and especially if you're...
the service is there.
And especially if you're willing to pay for it, you can get one anytime you like. I mean, it's obviously, but
it is
there's definitely a two-tier system in Germany. But anyway, this commission of experts was appointed last year by the health minister, and to come up with...
Who is our health minister now?
Oh, she's called Nina Wagen of the CDU. Anyway, she came up with this 10-member commission. They've met. They're different. Some of them are doctors, some of them are economists, and what they're trying to do is bring down the insurance premiums that everyone pays.
Okay.
Because it's really, really high. And they came up with 66 points. I'm not going to go through all of them because it is a 480-page report, and I don't know a lot of them. But some of them are quite interesting. So, for example, Germany does the most knee operations in Europe, apparently.
I've had a knee operation here.
Ah, okay. Well, I meant more like knee replacement operation, like a non-essential.
I haven't had one of those, but I would imagine it's coming.
And this is what's known as a planned operation or a plannable operation. And because of the way the German system works, doctors can you go in to see a knee specialist, and they say, "Oh yeah, you need a new knee," and then you say, "Well, okay, well it's covered by insurance, I might as well get a new knee." And then and then the doctor will charge X number of thousands to the health insurance company. From now on, according to this, if this plan goes through, it's got to go through the legislative stuff and everything, and have a bill made and drawn up and made into a law. But if it goes through, you will have to get an independent second opinion before you have a knee operation or any kind of planned operation like that, because then the doctor isn't necessarily just trying to get a load of money out of you or out of the system, stuff like that.
Okay.
You're not impressed by that?
Well, it just means that the one benefit that I just mentioned, that you can quickly go and get an appointment for things that you want when you're paying through the fucking nose for the thing anyway, I'm now not going to be able to do that. But I will still be, it seems, paying the same.
Well, yeah, but the point is that then if
they
it
always
will save
say
the health
this,
insurance,
Conrad.
it will save the health insurance money, and that will hopefully save you money.
No, it won't. It'll just make more profits for them. This is exactly the same nonsense. Give me another one. Come on, that can't be the only point. There's 65 more.
Okay.
Let's shoot these all down.
Prescription drugs. Patients will have to pay more for prescription drugs.
Oh, yeah, because then what? The drug companies will be like, oh, these poor... Fine. That might actually help a little bit, but, like, you can't get any good drugs. I would imagine that if anyone is on drugs in Germany that have been prescribed, they really fucking need them.
Probably, yeah, because it's hard to get. They're very stingy with the drugs.
So stingy. Next point,
really... Okay.
That's shite.
Okay. This is a particularly controversial one.
Oh, God.
Family insurance is to be cancelled. So there's a special thing in Germany. If your spouse is automatically insured with you if he or she is dependent on you, and unless you have a child under 6, then you will no longer be insured or automatically with your spouse.
Sorry, this is supposed to keep our contributions down. That's just making more people
uninsured. Yeah.
No, let me tell you, these hospitals. Is there anyone in them? Every time I go, they're like a ghost thing. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm sure it's fine. But I'd imagine that is...
Well, Marcus Zerder has already said he's against that one.
Yeah, because
that's the
all
one.
the yummy mummies down in Bayern will be like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it is a kind of... It is a
kind of old-fashioned
it's a CDU type policy because it's to do with the nuclear family. It's a sort of strength of the nuclear family kind of thing. But the Commission of Experts says they should get rid of that.
Look, to be fair, this is coming from a commission of experts, not just like random politicians, so I should probably stop being such a cunt about it. Fine. Let them have at it. Anything more?
Yeah, so at the moment, unemployed people are paid out of the health insurance system. Under the new proposal, the federal government should take over all the costs of insuring unemployed people. So if you're on Hartz IV on Bürgergeld, you would be insured by the federal government rather than by everyone who contributes into the national insurance. Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I don't... Yeah, fine, but then that's just going to be another stick to beat unemployed people with.
Yeah, and also...
I don't really mind paying... That's kind of the point, isn't it? Like, we all pay into one thing and...
Yeah, except for rich people, because they quite a lot of them are privately insured, so they don't pay into it. But yeah, that's the idea.
I know I come from the UK.
There's an egalitarian system, yeah. So, because in Germany, you probably know you're not allowed to be not insured.
Yeah.
So if you've got a job, you have to be insured. And if you haven't got a job, you've also got, you have to have some kind of insurance. Okay.
This drink is really nice. That I know.
A rise in taxes on spirits, which would affect us.
What? Megas are going to get more expensive.
This would be
Is
one
this
of the
in their 66-point plan?
This is in the series.
Did they write it in the pub?
Well, maybe they were drinking a Megacan at the time.
They were like, these can't be good for you. Fucking, we need to tax the shit out of this.
Yeah, they said they wanted extra taxes, especially on spirits. They specified spirits rather than alcohol.
Unbelievably. Megacans aren't, but like booze is so fucking cheap in Germany. It's insane. And maybe it could be a little bit, but I really don't. I'm not going to notice that in my like paycheck. Because health insurance maybe.
Well, it's supposed to have a preventative thing. So the idea is that everyone gets healthier because it costs more to get really pissed, and then eventually the health insurance system will be cheaper because there'll be fewer necessary treatments for all the sick people.
This is the same crap they always do, and it doesn't fucking work.
And a tax on sugar in drinks, especially.
This is disastrous news.
Well, this is actually a good one. I would be in favour of a sugary drink tax because they've brought one in the UK, and it has brought down all. So what happens is because the manufacturers try to avoid the tax, they voluntarily reduce all the sugar content in their products, and the idea is then it's in the long term it'll be healthier for everyone because people shouldn't drink that much sugar. It's really bad for you.
So you're telling me Megacanners are going to be more expensive and less sweet?
Possibly, yes.
Christ. Okay, fine. I'll take the sugar thing. I do think we're a bit hysterical about sugar.
Well, do you? I mean, it's bad for you.
It's debatable, but that's a topic.
What do you think? Are you pro sugar? I didn't know you were pro sugar.
Yeah, I think particularly everyone around kids is very anxious about it. And I was listening to another podcast called Maintenance Phase, which is great, and you should check it out. And it's basically particularly things like sugar and behavior in children that's been completely debunked. But it's a really
the fact that sugar makes kids really high.
Completely not true. And all
but it
forms
is true
of
that makes them fat, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's not great, but I don't know. I just think that taxing sugar, I don't know, maybe it'll work. Who knows? We probably shouldn't have so much sugar and everything. But also there's other things that kids need more rather than having their fucking
Well, I know, that's
sugar.
why there's 66 points on the plan. This is just one of them.
They're all, none of them seem to be how about we throw loads of money at youth clubs?
Well, yeah, that would be good too, but wouldn't be necessarily a healthcare system, would it?
Well, it's if they're arguing that taxing alcohol to encourage better habits long term and health things in the population, then I think, I don't know. That doesn't seem any more less tenuous to me. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you can give them healthy snacks at the youth club.
Would you like to hear what Health Minister Nina Varken had to say about these proposals?
She gives them a thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, she would do because they're all her idea. But she wrote, she said, quote, "I'm grateful that the Commission has presented us with a well-filled toolbox from which we will now take the best tools. It's important for me to
By best, we mean cheapest.
And it's important for me to emphasise that there will be no one-sided reforms that will burden the insured. We will not shake the cornerstones of a healthcare system based on solidarity."
The fact that she's having to say that means that is kind of in discussion, and she's CDU, isn't she? So, yeah.
And it's also the thing with the unemployment benefit. I think that is going to be really difficult to get through because they're already trying to save unemployment benefits. They're already making all these cutbacks in unemployment benefits. So it's unlikely that it would be that a different ministry would have to say, okay, we'll add all that to our budget, and it used to be in a different budget, So it's unlike that. So I think, for example, and the other thing with the family insurance thing, where you can have your spouse insured with you, that is probably not going to go through because of the conservative parts of the CDU as well. So watch this space. But the other things, I think the knee replacement stuff that might go through, and we will see later this year. So she has promised that her ministry will come up with a law, but before the summer break.
Good God.
And it will be presented to the cabinet, and then in the autumn the parliament will vote on it. So we'll see. But yeah, it is ridiculous. It is mad. Apparently, Germans per capita, pay more than any other European country.
Yeah,
on healthcare.
And it is kind of, we talked about it before. It's a huge system, and it works to some extent, and to some extent it doesn't. But it's not really clear. Where is all this money going? And it's a very uncentralized system, I think, as well. But also people's contributions go up every single year. This year it was another 2%
on average in the state health insurers. But the insurers themselves are making a loss all the time. Like the disparity between how much they're making and how much we're contributing is going higher and higher. They're always running at a loss, these health insurance companies.
Really?
Yeah, because there's... so that's kind of like why
But like...
it's a bit of a problem.
What I don't understand, and this is maybe not a topic for now, but like, why are there companies? Like, this is... I don't understand that part of it.
Well, they're state-owned companies.
Yeah, what? But there's all different ones of them. Why isn't it just like...
Just one big one.
The NHS? Like, why is it not?
Oh, I don't... Like,
this is what...
More complicated question.
There's like...
know.
But there's state...
It's just how it developed. I don't know.
Yeah, this is maybe... If anyone
I
is frustrated with us talking about this and knows more about it, send us a message.
It's probably got something to do with the way Germany was like a federal system at first, and there were different companies in different states, and also different companies covering different types of jobs that you do, because there's like there's one called the Techniker Krankenkasse.
I'm in a Techniker, but I'm not a Techniker.
No, but I think maybe that's how it kind of developed. I don't know what it is now.
So like
but I know that, for example, if those companies aren't allowed to refuse anyone, whereas the private companies can.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So they all
so anyway, good luck to them with their 66 points.
Okay. More news?
Oh.
Polymarket. Do you know about Polymarket?
Literally never heard of it. Oh, there's a very handsome pigeon on your balcony.
Oh, yeah.
I do think...
He's a friend of mine.
Yeah. Sorry, I've never heard this term, I don't think.
Have you heard of prediction markets? Have you heard of this? It's a thing that people have been doing for the last few years. People have been betting online for certain things to happen. So... election outcomes.
Okay.
You can bet on anything. Some of them are very immoral, like like people were betting on Iran being bombed, stuff like that. People were betting. When those two pilots crashed in Iran, the American pilots crashed in Iran, and they had to be rescued. So people were betting on whether they can whether they would live or die. Stuff like that, which is obviously the Polymarket in that case took that market off. But the point is that anyone can propose any bet, and if enough people bet on it on this website called Polymarket, there's also one called Kalshi, which is another big one.
So this is on specific websites.
Yeah, no, it's a platform.
Okay.
It's like Polymarket is a platform, and Kalshi is another platform, and they're like kind of the world market leaders.
Okay.
And they're a massive. They're illegal in a lot of countries, including they were illegal in the US for a long time. And a couple of years ago, the Justice Department in America had an investigation into them, whether they constituted illegal gambling, because there's like a lot of all these different kinds of laws, because it is gambling. But you'll perhaps not be surprised to hear that under the current administration, that investigation was dropped, and Donald Trump Jr. has become a board member of Polymarket.
Fuck me. They're so fucking corrupt. Like, this is the other thing. We talk about the Trump administration just being like a shower of fucking bombing cunts. But they're also just like old school corrupt. Like,
yeah.
Fuck. So what?
The reason why I'm talking about it is because
you've got really into it, and this is your pitch now.
Well, no, you can't access it from Germany. Well, you can access the website, but you can't bet money on it without using a VPN from a German IP address.
Okay.
So it is still illegal, and quite a lot of European countries, France and Switzerland, have also banned it and also made the websites unaccessible. But obviously, if you used a VPN, because the other thing is it's totally anonymous, and it only uses cryptocurrencies, so it's impossible to trace any of the money, or who's doing it. And there's been a lot of scandals around, especially like the attacks on Venezuela and Iran, because people were making loads and loads of money. For example, people bet in the hours leading up to the ceasefire last week. People suddenly started betting on this ceasefire happening, which suggested that someone had insider knowledge.
Maybe what's his face?
Could have been Donald Trump Jr.
Donald Trump Jr.
Might have been made, because people are making like hundreds of thousands betting on stuff like that. And like the same thing can happen with Venezuela. Like a few hours before
the attack happened, people suddenly started betting on the fall of Maduro, and then it happened, and then people made like hundreds of thousands. So it's really corrupt. But the point I'm talking about is that even though it's inaccessible in Germany, theoretically, there are active betting markets on German state elections. So the Berlin election, the Mecklenburg-Vorpommern election, the Sachsen-Anhalt election, which are all happening in September, there are active betting markets on Polymarket for that. And as well as stuff like, will Merz still be in power in 2027?
So betting on elections, sorry for my ignorance, that's
illegal.
That is illegal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But even though, despite it being illegal, in fact, in the German gambling law is very strict. You can only bet on sport in Germany. There's no other bet is allowed.
Interesting, because you can vote on other things in, like relatively harmless. Who's going to be?
Yeah, like Eurovision.
The next James Bond, Eurovision.
Yeah, you can bet. You can't in Germany. You can't bet on any of that. But
crikey. Okay. So what are they saying? What are the markets saying?
Do you want to know? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Berlin state election winner, CDU, is 57%. Greens on 14%. That's $3 million have been bet on that market in the last, since when, I don't know when they put it up.
And so do these websites give you like odds? Like, how does this work?
Well, I guess, yeah, so it's based on how many other people have bet how much other money on it, or the odds. So it's kind of like what people think is going to happen determines the odds of how much you're going to win.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a gambling expert, but so if loads of people think the CDU is going to win the Berlin state election,
please God, no.
You will get less money, and it's all determined by the volume of users and the volume of money that's bet on these things, which was also problematic because it could lead to what's called market manipulation. So that people could bet loads and loads of money on one outcome because they want that to happen, because then they think it's sort of like you can sort of guide the narrative. And what is like particularly dodgy for democratic processes is that a lot of people are using these prediction markets as the same way they would use opinion polls. So because they have been quite accurate in predicting certain elections, like the Poly market was like really in favor of Donald Trump winning in 2024 when the opinion polls were very even.
Have you read like Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake trilogy, which is like dystopian? This is
I've read that. Yeah, I read that. I read
this kind of thing, like all of this.
Well, Oryx and Crake I've read. It's about all genetically engineered animals, isn't it?
A few of the other ones, I think maybe the second one goes into more of the like, and then it's the Mad Adam trilogy. Sorry, it's Oryx and Crake something, the Garden something, and then Mad Adam.
Okay.
This would fit right, like this kind of insane internet shit that then start like the blurring of lines between.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty drunk.
And I think it's a bit dodgy because apparently CNN has made a deal with Kalshi, which is a prediction market, to use their data for reporting on elections in America. So,
Okay.
Which is a bit weird, I think.
When is the next state election in Germany?
They're all in September.
All of them?
Yeah, so the next one, I'll get them in the right order for you.
Oh, God. I think I could actually, if I'd got my finger out, I mean, I don't know how long citizenship applications are taking to process, but technically.
What have we got here? Wahltermine in Deutschland, 2026. So on the 6th of September is Sachsen-Anhalt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I knew it was one of the Saxons.
Yeah, and then the Berlin and Mecklenburg-Vorpommern.
Berlin? Again, this year?
Yeah, they're both...
Oh, I'm not prepared for this.
Both on the 20th of September.
No.
You're not
We've
prepared for
just
this.
done this twice.
Yeah, we had to do a repeat one, you remember?
Yeah, I do.
That's why it doesn't seem that long ago. Yeah.
Damn it, I really should have got my application in earlier. But I now have everything. I just need to submit it.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to vote.
Don't know. I think it's taken quite a while.
Okay.
What I'm hearing. But anyway, okay, Polymarket's bad. Didn't need to know about those. Very upset that I know about it now.
Sorry about that.
And they're saying they're predicting CDU win. Surely not.
Yeah.
57% did it say? That I don't think they have any idea.
I mean, that's not an opinion poll. That's just the...
Oh, that's just 57% of people think...
That the CDU is more likely.
Right, okay, that's not the... Okay.
Something like that, yeah. It's I think it's by volume of bets. So not necessarily number of people, but how much money, I think. I don't know. It's
anyway,
bad.
It's horrible. Any more?
And what else? Well, we could talk about Timmy the Buckelval.
Oh, God.
The humpback of whale still stuck.
Is that what Buckelval is?
Yeah.
A hump, yes.
Humpback whale. A lot of people are saying we shouldn't anthropomorphize animals by calling them Timmy, but that's what the locals apparently started
I have
doing.
not followed this at all, so can you go step by step through this?
Okay, I'll give you the timeline of...
Oh, God.
So, 3rd of March, 2026, he was first sighted near Wismar in a kind of bay in the Baltic Sea, which is much too shallow. And the thing is, humpback whales, they're not supposed to be there. Like they apparently it's the
because they're big lads, aren't they? They're big boys.
They're big, and the water isn't really salty enough for them.
Oh no!
So it's really bad for their skin, and yeah, so he got stuck against. They don't really know why, but he kind of got stuck, and then he got trapped in got caught in a fishing net.
Oh no!
And then he got himself stuck in the sand.
Beached himself,
and this is like 6 weeks ago now. So he got caught first on the 3rd of March in a fishing net, and then he got caught again in a fishing net on the 10th of March. I'm going on the Wikipedia.
He doesn't seem like a very good swimmer.
And they worried that he might have been sick anyway, and he got lured in by a shoal of fish coming in from the Atlantic, and he was following this shoal of fish, but got stuck. Yeah, then he kind of freed himself several times, got stuck again, freed himself again.
In the same net?
No, this is on a sandbank. Then they got stuck on a sandbank.
Okay.
And so, yeah, and then about the 20th of March, they started to do, people started to write in with suggestions about how to free this whale.
Oh, God.
From Instagram. People came up with different plans, someone said you should build a swimming pool around him and lift him out of the swimming pool. Some people said we should try and get a sheet underneath, and the police were constantly trying to stop people swimming up to him, because people were swimming up to him, and there was obviously you shouldn't do that. Yeah, and then on the 24th of March, some police boats tried to create some waves around him in order to free him. It didn't work. Then they got several diggers and started to try and dig him out with a channel. Some multimillionaire came along.
As they do.
Yeah, some multimillionaire. He freed himself again on the 27th of March. And then stranded again on the 28th of March. People were and by this time it had become a massive issue. Yeah. People were being criticised. Some influencer who said he was an ocean biologist got involved, and the authorities said that all his suggestions were really bad and didn't work. And then people started hating him. People were sending death threats to the authorities. People were kind of slightly losing their mind over this.
Yeah, it's a kind of story that people really get.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is horrible.
Yeah.
And whales are obviously these amazing, majestic creatures, and to watch one beach itself, but this is also just kind of, oh God, this is sort of...
So they tried to, inflatable pontoons were suggested, whale song, to try and kind of lure him out, underwater whale song. And anyway, none of it worked. And environmental campaigners, animal rights people were saying, look, we're doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
It's better just to leave him.
Yeah.
And because then people got really upset and says, "Oh, you evil." And we should all vote for AFD.
I know.
People took
These
that.
like environmental protesters who are literally trying to say every day, but you don't understand, fucking hundreds of species are going extinct and you cunts like don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And you can't maybe take the bus instead of your car, but oh god, one whale, and this is like but this is also, I guess, like what I'm talking about when I say that the horror of what's happening in the Middle East at the moment, like it's too big for my brain to comprehend. Like we latch on to these little individual stories about one fucking whale who seems to be quite a shit whale, to be honest. Or like maybe he wants to die. We don't know. He might be sick, whatever. But we all lose our fucking minds.
I know.
And I feel like maybe this is why I think we should just build a different, like we need to have a bigger narrative around climate change, which involves like acute danger. I mean, I don't mind if people lie to us and we go into lockdown for like 2 months at a time. We've done it before. We know how to do it. We're all set up with fucking Teams and Zoom and everything. Imagine you knew when lockdown was going to end. You'd have a great time. You could bubble up beforehand. Anyway, I'm so sorry about this whale. So now we're just watching him die, are we?
Yeah,
we won't be good at that.
They stopped trying to rescue him on the 1st of April, and he's still alive, apparently. This is like 2 weeks ago. But they said, like, look, it's counterproductive. And then people started suggesting ways of killing him humanely.
Yeah.
It's like, and how do you kill a whale? And, you know... Some people suggested give it a lethal injection.
But how much?
And where? Like, where do you inject it? And then this is also this is true. I'm reading this from the Guardian article about it. Attaching explosive devices to the whale's head, methods apparently experimented on in Australia and considered an option by the International Whaling Commission in emergency situations, have also been proposed. Just blow its head off.
I mean, if it's... Oh, God.
And then they decided not to do that because it might be a risk to local infrastructure. So,
yeah, this is just one of these stories that brings out the best and worst of us all, unfortunately.
A self-confessed whale ambassador has composed a song of ritual healing, claiming it would give energy to the whale and help to free it.
Oh God, yeah, the hippies are gonna the mental hippies are gonna really fucking struggle with this one.
So
it's tough. Sometimes things die.
Yeah, and I think that's what sort of the animal rights sort of serious animal rights campaigners are sort of say. Look, you know. Yeah,
but hey, here's all these other things you could save. And we're like, fuck you, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to get in my car. Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, dear, 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 dear. I've still got quite a lot, despite the fact that it's only 100 mils.
Yeah, I've been saving it. I've been sipping it.
It's really
it's
good.
nice.
White box. I mean, I don't think they're very cheap. Nothing in the UK is cheap.
No.
Apart from the fucking NHS. But, yeah, they are delicious.
They are. Anyway, that's all the news. I don't have anything else to talk about.
I have 2 pieces of good news.
Oh, good.
One, not Germany related, but Viktor Orban is out. Doo-doo-loo!
Good. Yeah.
Which is exciting. He went overnight, very convincingly.
Yeah, thanks to JD Vance campaigning on his behalf.
Yeah, that'll really fuck you.
That was probably the final nail in the coffin there.
Yeah, that little... beady-eyed fuck. I've been very sweary this episode. And the other thing, which I forgot, and this is, I don't know if it's a surprise to you, but a friend of mine shared this with me a few days ago and I forgot about it. It's an Easter story that happened. And I'm reading this on heistberlin.com, which is the new English language news outlet online for everyone in Berlin. We had 2 of their lovely people on last time. Did you hear about this? Copies of Görlitzer Park Master Key distributed by mysterious bunnies.
Yes, that's great.
Love this story. So controversially, Görlitzer Park, because the fucking conservative assholes who have hijacked our state parliament want to show that they're tough on crime, and they're like, girl, it's a park. Again, it's like the whale. It's this non-problem. I mean, it is in many ways, but like there are other ways to solve this, but they're like, we will build a fence around the park at night and then people will be safe from drug dealers. I'm like, nope, none of that. Nope. But people then dressed up as the Easter Bunny and went out and they somehow got a key to the fence, and they made loads of copies and they attached it to Easter Bunnies and they went around and distributed it. And I fucking loved this. But yeah, it's absolutely, I hadn't actually realized that they've fully locked it up, and it's closed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. since March the 1st. It's just really dumb.
But as I understand it, you can still stay inside there. You
get locked in.
Well, no, they have turnstiles that only go one way.
Oh,
that's what I understood. Because they bring these turnstiles out, and then if you're in, it's not like someone goes around the whole park every night shouting at people saying out, get out, and they sort of poke them with a cattle prod or something. No, they there's a turnstile thing. But I don't know, it just seems like a ridiculous plan.
It's completely ridiculous. It's a complete waste of fucking money, and I really like that people are doing, I'm trying to keep this as a good news story.
Oh, that's a great news story.
Like, we have other things to spend our money on. Like they mention here, a lot of money has been wasted here on absolute rubbish while cuts are being made elsewhere. They're not cleaning schools and things like that. Like, schools are fucking shit in a lot of these places. Also, if I see one more fucking ad for Berlin wants to get the Olympics, and I fucking love the Olympics. I will watch every moment of the Olympics. I love it. I do not want it here. It can fuck off. We do not have... No. Sorry. No. On that note...
And on that note, no thanks to the Olympics.
No, fuck you. Get your house in order.
No, it's a nightmare as well. And it's a massive waste of money. Like, people never get to use whatever they make for the Olympics.
Why do we bring tourists to Berlin? Do you know why people want to come to Berlin? To go fucking on the sesh. Stop closing our fucking iconic clubs.
And
fucking,
parks.
I've still got a lot of booze left. And parks and... where you can buy drugs at all hours of the day. Obviously, that has its problems. I'm not trying to mitigate that, but like, stop trying to make Berlin look at what it actually is, which is like people like hearing about the fucking Nazis, unfortunately, and people like going and fucking doing drugs in clubs for 48 hours. Start building on those tourism streams, but you're embarrassed by both of those, because you're a fucking conservative politician. Fuck off with your Olympics. We don't want any sports. Anyone who's into sports in Berlin is doing it because they're trying to get out of the clubs. Like, no, leave that to fucking Munich or something else, Frankfurt. We don't care.
Well,
I very much enjoyed this cocktail.
That's all we've got time for this week.
It really is.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks very much. Have a lovely weekend. Or week.
Or week. Oh, God. We've got the whole week to get through. It's all right.
Bye.
Bye.
Megacan, German news in English with a cocktail can. The German news, it's quite a test. With Megan's Mega, you're feeling refreshed.
The fear.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a positive message to give to people.
So.
I like to think that we have quite a positive impact on our listeners.
I hope so.
Because we try and get them to defy the fear of listening to the news all day.
I mean, it's better than reading a German newspaper. Surely.
I would definitely recommend listening to our podcast more than reading any German newspaper.
German newspapers barely have pictures. Like fucking, it's just a brick of text.
Oh yes.
It's
Yeah, and they seem to make a virtue of it. They think it's like so great to have no text.
Not like you Americans
pictures.
with your fucking
Colour pictures.
decadent pictures in
I
your
know.
newspapers.
Yeah,
What's
like-
that? A crossword puzzle? Oh, no
You have
wonder
to-
you had Trump. Jesus Christ, everyone! Like, there's a middle ground.
You have to concentrate on the news. It's very important. And you have to like keep it there.
Just have a mega.
Have a mega. Give us a picture every now and then.
Just a
and-
wee picture, maybe of,
Yeah.
a diagram.